hold on. Something changed in a couple of Cuckoos. So Foul 233 has recently dropped, and an older artifact from the past has indeed re-emerged. But it looks different, and it got me thinking. So hey guys, how's it hanging? It's TheLivingBlueJay here, and with a couple of Cuckoos, Season 2 currently in production, we're all very excited about that. And one thing that Season 2 will have is the entire U-Kun arc, aka one of my absolute personal favorite arcs. But before I get into the topic, if you are new here, just consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And like the video to push us on out into that YouTube algorithm. Real quickly, I'm going to summarize the events of this foul. So, Nagi and I return home from having dinner together. Nagi returns home to his newly conjoined room with Erika, and accidentally walks in on her changing. So his generosity leads him to sleeping on the couch. At school, the next day, Ai shoots a text message his way asking to meet up after school lets out. At this point, Nagi is legit thinking of taking Ai up on her offer of him staying at her house for a while. Upon arrival, Ai shows Nagi a magazine with the two of them on the cover. Ai had her manager secretly follow them around last night to take photos of them to recreate the U-Kun incident. Ai is in serious mode to get Nagi closer to her. Now, with that out of the way, just as you know it, U-Kun is heavily brought up in the latest chapter with an all-new look. Now, just look at this brand new drawing of U-Kun. So much detail has gone into this design, and here's a side-by-side comparison between the original U-Kun from Foul 81 versus the new one in Foul 233. And while at it, why not take a look at the original appearance of Ai Mochizuki's room with the new one. Very interesting to see the more Nagi items she's created. Framed photos, plushies, heart cutouts, posters, a new shirt, and of course, we have to mention the iconic, gigantic U-Kun poster in all its glory. And sorry, best girl, you can't hide that. At the end of the day, an absolute stark difference. And here's what's interesting. It is quite possible that this was intentional. Think about it. As mentioned above, the U-Kun arc will be in Season 2, so the readers who's anticipating Season 2 will get reminded of the arc in this foul, going into Season 2 when it comes out. We might even get this drawing on merchandise. I would absolutely buy a U-Kun shirt with this drawing on it. Colored, of course. Just, man, I've been hoping to see them sell these, so fingers crossed, I hope they do. However, there's a few insights going into Season 2 that, if you look very closely, you'd notice presented in this foul. And just in case you didn't notice them, I'll point them out to you and we can have a discussion about it. So obviously, we do indeed have the U-Kun photo back in action with an all-new look. And if it stands out to you, then you're not alone in thinking that, because literally, look at it. Unlike the original U-Kun, it was in the manga style, but now we have this one that seriously looks more detailed, more of the anime style, if you will. So much so that I'm willing to bet that this very image, colored, will be utilized in Season 2 when the U-Kun arc becomes apparent. So it's very likely that this foul is literally teasing the anime style of the iconic U-Kun photo. But the rabbit hole doesn't just end there, because let's once again tie this very photo with something else that we already know about Season 2's production. And you should know what I mean, because we were given the model sheets for Nagi Umino, Erika Amano, Sachi Umino, and Hiro Sagawa. And if you compare this U-Kun photo to the drawing of Nagi's character model sheet, they, in my personal opinion, look one-on-one, eerily similar to one another. Once more, this could very well be a little tease. Now you might be thinking, okay BlueJay, this could all be a coincidence. I do know Season 2 is coming out later this year, we don't know when, but again, you might be just looking too far into things. And you may be right, But there's one more thing in this rabbit hole. that may blow your mind. So finally, I have no idea what this may translate to, but we have an ominous code written on one single poster of U-Kun that reads 5201314. I have a feeling if we manage to decode whatever this string of numbers are, what if this might be a hidden release date for Season 2? A couple of Cuckoos Season 2 release date confirmed? We shall see. So, just to shoot my shot, upon first glance, it does appear very confusing. However, what if you turn it around and read the string from right to left? So now, it should read 4131025. Next, I want to consider each 1 and 0 as the same principle, much like binary code where it's a bunch of 1s and 0s or something. I ain't no genius here. So let's just link them as the same thing for now. And what I'm going to consider them as are slashes. So imagine each 1 and 0 as a slash. Now, let's read this string just like how you'd read the date on your computer's bottom right corner. Year, month, day. Now, let's place our decoded numbers in that order here. 25/3/4. Which translates to March 4th, 2025. Could this literally be the release date teased in this foul? I mean, I do find it very suspicious that, again, if you read it from right to left, you'd find 25. And who knows, maybe I could have gotten the other numbers mixed up, so instead of March 4th, 2025, maybe it's April 3rd, 2025. But either way, those dates are close. So I just see it very odd. We've got a confirmed 2025 release slot for Season 2, Ai Mochizuki will be revealed, the U-Kun arc will be featured, and this very foul is just that. Okay, hold on guys. Post-editing BlueJay right here. I just found out something incredibly interesting. So the code written on Ai's poster, 5201314, again, maybe somehow it could translate to a release date that I mentioned in this video, but I did some research after I filmed this video, and apparently, this is very interesting. Apparently 5201314 actually translates to I love you for a lifetime in Mandarin Chinese. Keep in mind, when Ai and her family left Tokyo and went to China, obviously, since Ai grew up for most of her life in China, there's a chance she could have picked up on a few things, let's just say. Apparently the numbers 520, which are the beginning 3 numbers, resemble the date May 20th, which is celebrated as the Day of Love in China, and it is similar to, as we have here, Valentine's Day. And then the last 4 digits, 1314, resembles the phrase for a lifetime in Mandarin. So that is very, very interesting. I would not have expected a very interesting deep detail like this shown here. So either way, that is a very cool little tiny detail that I'm glad that I could have shared with you guys here. Again, maybe it could have also been translating to a potential release date. Maybe, maybe not, but at least we have a confirmation of what this code actually means. And that is, I love you for a lifetime. Anyway, back to the video. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, tell me what you thought. Which U-Kun photo do you like best? And do you think that code is inferring to the release date of Season 2? And if you'd like to see my wishlist for Crunchyroll, for voice actors for the new characters in a couple of Cuckoos Season 2, click the video you're currently seeing on your screen.